everybody. Welcome to another edition of James Jam. I'm Jam. This is my jam. And this is going to be a little story time for you. I'm going to try to get through this without tearing up and just get through it. But I thought it's Christmas time, and Christmas time would be a good time for this story time. Growing up, we in my family didn't have a lot of money. There wasn't a lot of money for extras and things like that. So we even, we had powdered milk. My mom went to Goodwill to buy our clothes, so on and so forth. But it was fine. I played outside all day long. Didn't matter. I was happy anyways. But for our birthday, we always got one little gift. It was worth about, $5 or $10. And Easter, we always got an Easter basket, and that was just super fun because my mom would hide it and would have some candy in it and stuff. But Christmas was special. My mom would save up all year long, and with some help from my dad saving too, that is when we would get things. And they were super special things. My mom was oh boy, try not to tear up here, a phenomenal gift giver. So it was just, Christmas Eve was magical. Like when I was little, you'd see all the presents under the tree, and then we'd get to open the presents from my mom and dad on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, Santa will come during the night, and we'd get to open all our presents from Santa. And it was just magical. My mom would keep track of things that we had mentioned during the year and things that we liked, and just talked about, and she knew that we would want. And every single gift was just thoughtful, just super well thought out, and something that we really, really wanted, and just magical, and stuff that, it didn't have to be overly expensive or anything, but it was just always something special. Like maybe I always wanted a pair of Levi's, and I would get that for Christmas. Or one year I was so into Trixie Belden books, and she would get me all the Trixie Belden books that I didn't have. And I love the author Maud Hart Lovelace and her Betsy Tacy books, and she got me some Betsy Tacy books one year, and it was just magic. And what we would do is every single person would first, my mom would make a great meal. Then we'd all clean up. Everybody would help. Even my dad would help clean up. And then we all would sit down, and we all had our little spots. And then as we had spouses and grandkids and stuff, they all got their spots. And you'd all sit down, and once everything was cleaned up, the younger kids would get to pass out the presents. And then one by one, you each open up your gift. So you'd have a separate present, and you'd open up one gift, and then the next person would go, and the next, and the next. Needless to say, Christmas Eve took a long time because that's when we ended up doing it. But each gift was just super thoughtful, and you couldn't even kind of wait till it was going to be your turn again, because you knew it was going to be something that really was special. And I was never the type to peek at my presents. I knew where my mom kept them. I never checked them. And even at a young age, I quit feeling the presents, because we would go, and how you do as kids, you go peek underneath the tree to try to figure out what you got and who got what, and then once you had looked at them, you'd maybe try to feel, touch them and figure out what they were. And one time I could see through the wrapping paper, and she got me the game Sorry, which I really, really wanted, but I could see through the paper that it was the game Sorry. And that just, ever since then, I wouldn't even go under the Christmas tree to look for my presents. I just didn't want to know. I absolutely love being surprised. I love being surprised. So there was no way I would ever go even look for my presents, touch them, feel them, nothing, because I wanted that 100% surprise. Even if I knew I wanted Sorry and it looked like a game, didn't matter, I wouldn't touch it. So that's just how Christmas was. It was just awesome. And I try to make my Christmases like that as well for my kids now. But she passed away just after Christmas, almost 12 years ago now. And nothing has ever been the same. we don't get together as a full family like we used to. And so I just, there's a number of factors that go into that. And so, but I try to make sure that for my kids, when we do the presents, it's always special. I usually have some kind of like, maybe they have to go on a treasure hunt, or one time I took strings of yarn, and each boy had a color. And when they came in the door, I gave them each the beginning of their thing of yarn. And I had taken yarn and taken it all over the house, all over the place. And they had to follow their string up and down and around and under things and over things and all over till they came to their present. And then I told them that I might have changed the yarn colors during that, so that they didn't think they could just look for the present and it would be theirs because it was their color yarn on it. And yeah, it took them, I don't know, probably 20 minutes or half hour to find their presents finally, after going all over the house following their things of yarn. And man, I was like limboing all over the place just to get the strings all twisted up and moved all over. I had read about it in a book one time that people used to do that in rooms for gifts. They'd hide a gift and then tie a string around it and take the string all around the room, so you had to untangle it all to find the gift. So that was really fun. And but the reason I'm doing this is, you will see tomorrow, I was part of a Secret Santa exchange with some other YouTubers. And I say it all the time, how much being on YouTube means to me. And I had started a channel a long time ago. I wasn't sure what direction I wanted it to go. Ended up running across Mini Minx for All video. I don't know how it came up in my feed, and but it did, and it just tumbled. And then I started watching these YouTubers and thinking, like, I would really like to be their friends. I mean, like, I could see us hanging out. We have some of the same interests and everything else. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to revisit that channel, and I'm going to be more consistent with it. And then there was a time that I thought about quitting, and I pulled back on the videos, and then I just kind of got to know everybody, a few people more and more. And so I'm so glad I did that, because it just let me get to know this just absolutely positively phenomenal group of people. And I've already talked about how we met I met some of the YouTubers in Tennessee this year, and we all sat down, and it was crazy. It was like we all knew each other. And because, well, we kind of did. We knew how each other talked, and, our kind of joke style and all that, just from watching the videos. Because what I found, at least in the videos of the people that I watch and have kind of gotten to know a little bit, is we're pretty authentic. What you see is what you get. I would say with me, that's pretty noticeable, because you've seen me in my pajamas doing my videos and everything else. You guys are my friends. I mean, that's what I think about with YouTube. But the whole little story time here was to say that it's been 12 years since I've had a magical Christmas like I did with my mom, until this year. And you will see, because I will open up my Secret Santa gift in tomorrow's video, why that was. And the gifts that I got were so thoughtful and so truly thoughtful. The person who had my name, which I'm not going to give it away yet, you don't get to know until tomorrow, had paid attention to little things I had said, little things I had alluded to, things I had talked about, things I had noted that I liked. And every single gift, every single one was special. And I was kind of talking to my son about this today, about who got my name and how special the gifts were, and started tearing up and couldn't figure out why. And then it just took me a moment because then I got it. It was like magic. The gifts, I pull out gift after gift, and every single one was thoughtful. Every single one, I knew why I had gotten that gift and the thought that it went behind it. And it was magical. And so I wanted to make this video as kind of an homage to that person, and to thank them sincerely from the bottom of my heart for giving me back something that I haven't had in a long time. So, in the spirit of just wanting to give back and things like that, I wanted to share that YouTube's been an awesome place, but the best gift of all gifts, in my opinion, is friendship, and it just means the world to me. So, hope you're all enjoying your Christmases, and just know that, yeah, the friendships are awesome. They just mean the world, and I can't, again, thank you guys enough for letting me be a little part of your world every day. And if I can bring a little smile to everybody's face now and again, that just means the world to me. It was, yeah, just, hug the ones you got and cherish the friendships you have, because they're pretty amazing. So with that, that's all I have for today, and I'm going to make it short and sweet. Just say, please do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.